Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about this latest addition for Miami. Miami's been hitting the trifecta here. They gotten a ton of great players in the transfer portal, and then I see they got Sam Brown. Yes, everybody's talking about Damian Martinez, but I'm talking about Sam Brown because I believe Sam Brown is the type of guy that can show up and start contributing right away. This is a young man who led Houston in receiving last year, and Houston had some good receivers. Shout out to Matthew Golden going to Texas, right? So when I turn on the tape, I see a wide receiver that's dynamic. I see a wide receiver that's NFL ready, and I see Sam Brown, and I say, oh my God, he's in the transfer portal? Holy shit, where's he going to go? Now look, these recruiting websites are doing these fancy graphics. Shout out to Hayes Fawcett, right? They do all this stuff, and they give all the praise to these players, and now they're ranking Sam Brown as a wide receiver. Do not forget, do not ever forget that the day he jumped in the portal, a day after he jumped in the portal, On3 put out this list. On3 industry transfer portal rankings, best available players. There's Damian Martinez. There is no Sam Brown on here anywhere. They have the nerve to put Tyler Williams on here, a young man who's never played college football, versus Sam Brown, who actually does this shit on Saturdays. I couldn't believe it. I thought the audacity. Right? So I saw this post and I lost my mind. I couldn't believe these rankings, couldn't believe this best available nonsense. And so I wrote to them right then and there and I said, hey, these recruiting websites are at it again. How about players that are actually good enough to play on Saturdays and not just your recruiting star guys? I understand you gave these kids 4 and 5 stars coming out of high school. They're not as good as Sam Brown. Like, what are we doing? So I go ahead and provide my own top 8 list on that given day. And number 1 was Elijah Herring, who's not on the list. By the way, he led Tennessee in tackles this year. These recruiting websites don't know what the fuck they're doing. Number 2 was Sam Brown. And I believe in Sam Brown wholeheartedly. So I put him on there and I said, this guy can play football. Well, I'm so glad Miami's not going off of these bullshit lists. A lot of you fans are. A lot of people spamming me in the DMs are. Everybody in the comment section thinks this is fact. And it's not. So I make my own list. What makes their list any better than mine? They're always inaccurate. I'm always accurate. That's why the fuck I'm RicoKnows. And what I know is Miami just got themselves a hell of a wide receiver. Miami's wide receiver core is strong. Yes, you lost one wide receiver. He left to go to Georgia. Congratulations. He's a stud. But are you kidding me? Isaiah Horton was coming into his zone. Isaiah Horton looks great this spring. Jacoby George is great. Nobody can cover Restrepo. That's an NFL wide receiver. And Nikar flipping from Georgia to Miami. Shout out to, where did he play? Colquitt? Dude, you guys don't understand. There are players out here. And now you add Sam Brown to that? This is a problem. Adding Martinez to the running back room. Beast. Fletcher Weird, he's good for 600 yards. Jay Allen coming over from Nebraska last year. These are great players. Miami, guys, I can't give it away. I can't do it. But let me say something to you. I do deep dives on every single position group on every single team. I just did Penn State today. Okay, some of the tabs are still open on Penn State up here. I do deep dives on these teams for the MVPs. I tell the MVPs what I think of these teams and what I think they're going to do next season. And then all my MVPs, shout out to all my MVPs, they, either on YouTube or Patreon, go out and they bet on my predictions. And that's how they make a living. That's how they make their winnings. That's how we're winning. That's what we're doing. I already thought the world of Miami. I can't show you the charts. I can't give away any of my picks. I can't tell you anything. I can just tell you that Miami is loaded. And it's not a game. They're not marginally loaded. It's not like, oh, they might win some games. Oh, Rico, are they going to be better next year? No. They are one of the most talented teams in America. In America. Not in Florida, not in the ACC. I'm talking about the whole damn country. They're loaded. And they're knocking it out the park. Shout out to the Hurricanes. Miami looks great. Congratulations to Sam Brown. By the way, the young man wrote to me on Twitter, right? Hey, man, thanks for the shout out. Threw me that dap or whatever. Hey, he don't need to do that. That man's amazing. He should know. These recruiting websites don't know shit. Your friends don't know either. But Rico knows. Peace, y'all.